As we continue to go forward in physics, it's going to be really important for us to be able to break vectors down and add them together. And so I want to take a little more time in looking at this balancing forces. And to do this, we're going to look at a PHET simulator. I've got a link to this in our Google Classroom. So you can follow that and it'll bring you to this page. And the first thing I want to do is these are set up in mathematical terms where we're looking at imaginary numbers. I want to look at these in vector terms. And so we're going to get these three vectors. Okay, I'm going to turn off f for now, just to make a point. And we can give this a value. I'm going to say value of 10. I'm going to give it an angle of 40. And this guy, I'm going to give a value of, well, I can give it a value of up to 10. But I'm going to give it an angle of negative 25. Now this isn't going to give us a full 360 degrees. It'll give us up to 180 and then up to negative 180. Okay, so I could continue going down and I can go all the way to negative 180. But for now, we're just going to go, here, let's just stop at, there we go, negative 25. So when I do this, I can look at my components. Let's look at it this way. I can see each of these is contributing a certain amount to the x and the y. In order to understand how to balance this, I'm going to click on this option up here, where my three vectors together will make 0. And now when I do that, and I can take my third value, f, and it'll show me, hey, f is going to be, its up and down is going to be equal to the difference between these two. So I can line this up, line that up, and I can see it's equal. I can take my x's and line those up face to face, and I can see that my f vector is also equal. There we go. And then I can put all of these at the same point, and I can see this is what that balance would look like. If I turn this off, I can see that balance there. And so this is going to be when D, E, and F all go together to be 0. And if I want to look at any of these, I can see my components here. I can click on it. I can see my components, my angle. I can click on F, and I can see my components, my angles, my magnitude. So this, play around with this. If you're having a hard time visualizing balancing these vectors, play around with this simulation. Try adjusting these values and see how that adjusts, that messes with the overall values of these vectors. If I just adjust these two, what happens? How does that change this? How does that change the resultant vector of f? We should be comfortable seeing these components, seeing them in the terms of a right triangle, or in this component form. Either way, we should be comfortable with that, so that we can easily balance these.